Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the hottest debates in the Hollow Knight community. Is Silksong actually more challenging than its predecessor? After spending countless hours mastering both games, completing every challenge, and dying more times than I care to admit, I'm ready to share my definitive analysis. Hollow Knight established itself as a tough-but-fair Metroidvania that demanded precision platforming and combat mastery. From the brutal pantheons to the punishing path of pain, Team Cherry proved they weren't afraid to push players to their limits. And now with Silksong, they've absolutely doubled down on that philosophy in ways that both frustrate and exhilarate. The most significant shift comes from Hornet's movement capabilities. Unlike the Knight, Hornet is noticeably faster and more agile, with her silk-based abilities allowing for more complex traversal options. Her dash is quicker, her jump has more momentum, and her wall-climbing abilities create entirely new platforming possibilities. This increased mobility enables Team Cherry to design more demanding platforming challenges and faster-paced combat encounters. The verticality of areas like Far Fields and Coral Forest requires a level of precision that makes White Palace look forgiving by comparison. Enemies throughout Farloom are definitively more aggressive and numerous than those in Hollow Knight. The standard foes in early areas like Deep Docks and Moss Grotto already attack in coordinated groups that require quick thinking and precise execution. By the time you reach later areas like Shellwood or Crystal Peak, you're facing enemies with complex attack patterns that would have been mini-bosses in the original game. The Shell Sentinels in particular, with their unpredictable movement and devastating area attacks, have ended many of my promising runs. Silksong's healing system has been completely overhauled as well, representing perhaps the most significant difficulty spike for returning players. Instead of finding a safe moment to heal like in Hollow Knight, Hornet must generate healing opportunities through aggressive combat, building up Silk through successful attacks. This fundamental change forces players to engage with enemies rather than retreat, creating a more risk-reward-oriented experience that punishes overly cautious play. I found myself dying far more frequently in Silksong simply because I tried applying Hollow Knight's defensive strategies. The game demands aggression, even when your instincts scream for caution. The boss battles in Silksong are unquestionably more challenging from the very beginning. Lace, one of the first major bosses, displays speed and aggression that rivals mid-to-late game Hollow Knight encounters, with attack patterns that require split-second reactions and perfect positioning. The Bone Baron's multiple phases introduce mechanics that make even Nightmare King Grim seem straightforward by comparison. And the final confrontation with the Weaver Queen? Let's just say I went through multiple controllers before finally claiming victory. The bosses don't just have more health or deal more damage. They're fundamentally designed to counter intuitive strategies and force constant adaptation. Tool management adds another layer of complexity absent from the original game. Unlike Hollow Knight's charms that you could set and forget, Silksong requires active management of your limited tool inventory during combat. Knowing when to deploy your Sting Shard versus when to save it for a critical moment can mean the difference between triumph and defeat. This resource management system significantly raises the skill ceiling compared to Hollow Knight. The community response has been fascinating to watch. While some players have criticized the increased difficulty as excessive, most acknowledge that the challenge feels appropriate for a sequel. Speedrunners have particularly embraced the new mechanics, with Silksong runs showcasing technical skill that makes original Hollow Knight speedruns look positively relaxed. So is Silksong harder than Hollow Knight? After completing both games 100%, I can confidently say yes, Silksong represents a significant step up in challenge that will test even veterans of the first game. However, this increased difficulty feels appropriate for the evolution of Team Cherry's design philosophy and Hornet's enhanced mobility. The game demands more from players but provides the tools needed to overcome these challenges. Whether you're still struggling with Deep Docks or have mastered the game's toughest challenges in the Citadel Gauntlets, there's no denying that Silksong is a beautiful nightmare worth experiencing. The satisfaction of finally mastering Hornet's movement and overcoming seemingly impossible odds creates gaming moments that few other titles can match. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to my Steel Soul run. Wish me luck!